how y'all bitch ass raised. I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. I'm not going. So tell your ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my mama. What's wrong with you? Y'all better tie y'all shoes. Y'all don't know who with. You better put that music up and shut the fuck up. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get it. On my mother. Your mama. Dig that bitch up.
What happens when hip-hop trolling crosses a line and family gets dragged into the drama? This week, the internet went wild after 50 Cent and King Harris, the son of T.I., escalated from harmless social media jabs to one of the most personal rap showdowns in recent memory. What began as a classic 50 Cent troll post quickly blew up into dead parent mentions, AI memes, courtroom clips, and a full-on generational clash. If you know 50 Cent, you know he doesn't argue. He trolls, he posts, he laughs, he drops a meme, and the internet handles a chaos. But this time, the reply didn't come from T.I. himself. It came from his son, King, and he stormed in swinging like someone lit the fuse on a powder keg. And once late mothers got dragged into the mix, this wasn't just rap beef anymore. It got personal, messy, and utterly chaotic. The culture is divided. Some swear King Harris had every right to defend his mom, while others insist there are lines you just don't cross. Meanwhile, 50 Cent is doing what only he can, jokes, movie edits, and that trademark unbothered LOL. So the burning question, is this just social media smoke, or is something deeper bubbling between two rap dynasties? Think you know the story? Trust me, it only gets wilder. Let's break it down. To really get why this exploded, we need to rewind. Because like almost everything 50 Cent touches, it didn't start with a threat. It all began with a post. Anyone who's followed 50 Cent knows his online game. He doesn't just respond to drama. He manufactures it. A subtle jab here, a slick photo there, a caption dripping with sarcasm, and he sits back while chaos erupts. That's been his playbook for years, and somehow it never fails. This time, the spark involved 50 Cent, T.I., and Tiny Harris. 50 Cent shared a post many saw as a jab at Tiny. Not a full diss track, not a long rant, just a classic 50 Cent move. Photo, caption, perfect dose of sarcasm to rile the internet. The message? Basically, keep my name out your mouth. And he did it in that trolling, playful, aggressive style is perfected. Normally, a clash between rap veterans would play out in back-and-forth bars or slick Instagram exchanges. But this time, T.I. didn't step up first.
It was really about celebrating each other's catalog. Me and it out back there, bro. This shit, I ain't just called it at the blue. Me and it out like this.
You talking about you and 50?
Yeah, man. We talk like this shit, man. This shit just come out of nowhere. We were moving around in L.A., man, selling some TV shows and shit while we were around each other, man. You know what I mean? I said, shit, what you think about that? Like, shit, you want to do that shit? I said, yes. He was like, all right, cool. So, shit. And I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. And he said, all right. And when I jump out there, he act like he ain't know what's going on. Then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's about, oh, you playing? Okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. But how about
It was his son, King Harris, and that's when the whole thing went from competitive to combustible. King didn't stroll in calm or measured. He stormed in heated. He went live, defending his mom instantly, making it crystal clear he wouldn't tolerate anyone joking or posting about her. From his view, this wasn't rap competition. This was someone disrespecting his family. And defending your mom? In hip-hop, most get that instinct. But King didn't just defend. He escalated. He dragged 50 Cent's late mother into it. Pause right there. Anyone who knows 50 Cent's origin story knows about his upbringing. His mother, Sabrina Jackson, passed away when he was young. That loss molded him. It's part of why his persona is so hardened. So when King referenced 50 Cent's deceased mother, even posting related imagery, he crossed a line most consider untouchable. Social media exploded instantly. One side screamed, King had every right. Don't start none, won't be none. The other shot back, dead parent are off limits. And 50 Cent? How did he respond? Not with anger, not with paragraphs, not threats. He posted a meme. A simple LOL. That's what makes him dangerous online. Many misunderstand his play. When attacked emotionally, he rarely reacts the way people expect. He gets it. Attention is currency. React emotionally, you validate the attack. Laugh, you flip the power. That LOL wasn't random. It was calculated. Then he went further, posting an AI-edited clip from the movie ATL, starring T.I., inserting himself into a scene that basically said, "This is grown man business." Not just trolling, layered trolling. He addressed King Harris without directly calling him out, indirectly calling him a boy, implying he stepped into something bigger than himself. And again, no anger, just humor. Now the generational divide hits hard. King went emotional, direct, explosive. He laid out allegations, criticisms, past controversies, beefs, legal issues, relationships, you name it. Receipts stacked, grievances aired. That's the new school approach. Go all in, expose everything. But 50 Cent? Old school provocation. From beefing with Jeru to trolling industry execs, he weaponizes humor and indifference. Loud reactions. He wins by staying calm. And that's exactly what unfolded. The louder King got, the calmer 50 Cent seemed. Calm doesn't mean harmless. He plays the long game. No rushing, no over-explaining. Narratives build. Then he strikes strategically. Meme, caption, business move, timing perfect. Meanwhile, T.I. is in a mess. This isn't just another rival. His son just stepped into the arena with a veteran master of psychological warfare. And as a father, you want to, defending your family. But as an industry titan, you also know the stakes when things escalate. This mess sits at the crossroads of three forces: ego, family, legacy. For King Harris, it's about protecting his mom's name. For 50 Cent, it's about keeping his online throne. For T.I., it's juggling fatherhood and reputation. And the culture? The culture is glued to every move. Hip-hop has always thrived on competition, but unspoken rules exist. Certain topics are untouchable, especially deceased family members. Cross those lines, and the energy shifts. Now the question isn't just who won. The real question, what happens next? Memes and captions are full-blown diss tracks. Or does someone step back before this blows up beyond repair? Right now, it's social media warfare, but hip-hop history reminds us that online beef can bleed into the real world. That's why this feels different. This isn't just veteran versus veteran. It's legacy versus legacy. Old school strategy versus new school emotion. And we're only at round one. As the back and forth heated, King Harris didn't just drop one emotional bomb and log off. He doubled down. That's when trolling morphed into full-blown character assassination. After 50 Cent hit Instagram with that calm LOL and the AI-edited ATL clip, many thought it would die down. Maybe King said his piece, defended his mom, and that would be the end. Nope. King returned with a long statement, a meticulous teardown of 50 Cent's entire career and personal history. He went decades back. Shootings, old rap battle losses, album sales comparisons, street cred questions, industry beefs, legal issues, even personal relationships. Suddenly, it wasn't about Tiny anymore. It was about dismantling 50 Cent's image piece by piece. Here's the kicker. Whether you agree with King's method or not, he understood something crucial. 50 Cent's brand is dominance, being untouchable, the last man laughing. So King attacked that foundation. He framed 50 Cent as someone who only pressures women, accused him of dodging real smoke, questioned authenticity, and tried flipping the narrative from master troll to hypocrite. Strategic? Absolutely. But here's the catch. When you go after someone's full legacy, you better be ready for the counterpunch. And if there's one thing 50 Cent proves, it's that he goes nuclear without hesitation. Careers dismantled. Beefs turned into business. Opponents trolled into exhaustion. Let's be real. 50 Cent thrives in chaos. Now zoom out. This isn't just two people squaring off. 2000's dominance versus social media era boldness. Calculated disrespect versus emotional transparency. Memes versus manifestos. And the culture? It's glued to every move because we've all seen where unchecked escalation can lead in hip-hop history. Now, let's face the uncomfortable truth. Once deceased family members are mentioned, there's no just trolling reset button. Even if the original post was a joke, even if the response was defensive, that line changes everything. That's why fans are split. Defending your mother? Honorable. Bringing up someone's late parent? Taboo. Here's the kicker. What's the endgame? Does 50 Cent escalate beyond memes? Does T.I. respond musically? Does King Harris keep firing shots? Or does someone realize the optics are dangerous and step back? Social media beef is entertaining until it bleeds into the real world. Hip-hop has evolved. Audiences, brands, and partnerships all watch the fallout now. Both 50 Cent and T.I. have empires to protect. This isn't just drama. It's strategy versus impulse. Veteran patience versus youthful fire. Legacy protection versus legacy challenge. And if you ask me, 50 Cent probably knows one thing. The longer this drags, the more attention it grabs. Attention fuels relevance, relevance fuels power. Meanwhile, King Harris has made one thing clear. He isn't afraid of confrontation. Agree with his tactics or not, he stepped into the fire. The only question is whether this fire will elevate him or burn him, because in hip-hop, moments can make careers or define them forever. And right now, we're watching it unfold live. Pride, history, and reputation are all on the line. One more move from either side could shift this from social media spectacle into something much bigger. And with personalities like these, don't expect it to be over anytime soon. 2000s dominance versus social media era boldness, calculated disrespect versus raw emotion, memes versus manifestos. And everyone's watching because we all know how fast unchecked escalation can blow up in hip-hop. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Once deceased parent get mentioned, just trolling no longer exists. Even if the first post was a joke, even if the reply was defensive, that line changes everything. That's why fans are torn. Defend your mom? Noble. Bring up someone else's late mother. Off limits. So, what's the endgame? Does 50 Cent escalate further? Does T.I. hit back musically? Does King Harris keep firing shots? Or does someone finally realize the optics are dangerous and step back? Reality check. Social media beef looks fun until it leaks into real life. Hip-hop has grown up. Audiences, brands, and business partners are watching. Reputations and empires are on the line. Both 50 Cent and T.I. have stakes to protect. That's why this is fascinating. It's not just drama. It's strategy versus impulse, veteran patience versus youthful fire, legacy protection versus legacy challenge. And let's be real, 50 Cent knows attention fuels relevance, and relevance fuels power. Sometimes the smartest move isn't the loudest, it's the most controlled. Meanwhile, King Harris has proven he isn't afraid. He didn't stay quiet. He jumped into the fire. The question now, does it elevate him or burn him? In hip-hop, moments can make or break careers. Right now, tension, pride, and history are all on display. One move could shift this from social media spectacle into something much bigger. And with these personalities, this isn't over. So, tell me, did King Harris cross the line by bringing up 50 Cent's late mother, or was he justified defending his mom? Is 50 really unfazed, or just playing chess while everyone else plays checkers? This isn't just gossip. It's legacy versus legacy, old school versus new school, emotional reaction versus calculated trolling. How it unfolds could reshape relationships in hip-hop for a long time. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Rocking with King? Say why. Think 50 Cent handled it like a master strategist? Break it down. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit post notifications. Because if this escalates, we'll be covering it first. Stay locked in.